Bryce, Noah was just talking about, guys see you lined up with them in practice. They go back of the line. Who's some receivers or a receiver that you see yourself lined up with and you maybe slide one spot back?
I don't too much notice that in practice. I'm just too busy thinking about competing. But, I mean, all our receivers, man, those guys are good. Those guys make me work every day in, day out. They bring their A game and vice versa. So we just making each other better.
We'll go front row on the right side to Olin.
Yeah, Bryce. So we talked earlier with Coach Elko, not earlier today, but about him saying, "Hey, we recruited Bryce to be a safety. We're going to move him to safety." And just your thoughts about going back to safety and playing that, just safety.
I feel like playing safety is my natural position. But I don't like to say that safety is my main position. I feel like I like to be versatile. But safety is, I feel like, my natural position. I feel like I can play the fastest at safety. I feel like I can have more command of the defense at safety. And I can be an eraser back there. So I can eliminate those big plays that happened last year using my speed and using my athleticism. So I'm excited to show y'all.
We'll go front row on the left side to Mark.
I asked Coach about the secondary, and he said one of the things that really made him feel positive was that guys are going to have to play at their very best to even get on the field. Mm-hmm. Who are some of the guys that you've seen over the summer that have kind of stood out to you that you think will be on the field?
For sure, I'm sure everybody know Nick Skirton, for sure. Shamar Turner, Shamar Stewart, DJ Hicks, for sure. Torian York still doing his thing. Corner is going to be definitely a battle. Nickel position is definitely a battle. Every position is a battle, I mean. But those are the guys that's been standing out to me and that's been putting their head down and just going to work. But I can say, like, as a collective, I feel like the whole defense has been going to work. And I feel like we're pretty much all the guys that came in is going to play. Like, Coach Elko has enough packages in for everyone that's going to play. But it's definitely a competition every day for your spot.
We'll go second row on the left side to Alex.
Yeah, how do you feel about the corner position shaking out right now and the guys that are competing for those spots?
I feel like I trust all of the guys that's right now that's competing. Like, all of the guys that come in, they don't show no flaws. Like, they coming in, they working, they go hard. All summer workouts, all of the corners been working, learning the playbook for sure. That's one thing everybody been doing. And I feel like everybody's coming together as one. Like, we coming together as a whole defense. Like I said, we trusting Coach Elko to get us on the field. Like he's going to have 6-7 DBs on the field at one time. So he's going to have us pretty much all playing.
We'll go front row on the left side to Cease.
So the whole secondary as a group, what's different about this year versus last year at this time, you feel, with that group?
I feel like we have depth now. Like, Coach Elko hit the portal real hard. He did exactly what he told us he was going to do. He's going to bring the right guys in. He's going to make us come in and compete. That's basically what he told us. Like, no job is safe. Like, I feel like the guys he brought in were the great guys for this program.
We'll go second row on the right side to Carter and then back to TV row.
I see you've talked about the safety position being the right fit for you. If you could compare it to nickel, just the differences between those two positions and why safety makes more sense than specifically the nickel position.
I feel like at safety, the game for me is slower. I feel like I can eliminate things. I played quarterback in high school, so I can see routes develop more. So all of those deep balls, and I can use my speed to go sideline to sideline. I just feel like I have more attributes to play at safety. And at the nickel, I mean, I still bring a lot to the table at the nickel position. It's just I feel more natural at the safety position, I would say.
We'll go back behind the lights on the left side to Donna and then Tyler.
Bryce, what do you think Torian brings not only defensively on the field, but from a leadership perspective as well?
Effort for sure. Effort. Like, he's just an all-around natural leader. Like, the guys in the building every day at 6 o'clock in the morning, first guy in the building. So and we definitely have our trust in him. Like, we know he's our captain. Like, we trust in him. Like, he's gonna come to work every day. It's not gonna be the day that he comes in, he's not gonna go to work. And so I feel like we feed off of each other, make sure that me and him is always on the same page. Like, we all, like, anything that we see differences, we always trying to get it together, make sure that we seeing things eye to eye. Like, that's my guy. Like, I feel like we're gonna feed off each other this year.
We'll move to the middle to Tyler.
Yeah, Bryce, you talked about the secondary, the changes of, what it feels like this year compared to last year. What about just kind of the team as a whole and the culture and everything. How does going into this fall camp feel different than maybe ones in the past?
I feel like last year coming in, it was just a whole lot of talk going on. Wasn't too much work. Like we were working, but I feel like we're working way harder this summer. I feel like with Coach Moffitt coming in, he didn't put us in position to get bigger, get stronger, to last, to have durability this season. So I feel like we're coming in healthy. Coach Ilko has this. Coach Ilko is like he's a genius. Like the whole summer he has is calculated. He has all of the yards calculated for like the fall camp and things like that. So he know how to prevent injuries, I would say. Like you can't really prevent injuries, but he knows how to prevent a lot of the injuries from happening. So I feel like there's going to be a thing that's going to help us this offseason. I mean, this fall camp coming in and going into the season.
Anything else? All right, we'll go front row on the right side to Olin and then wrap things up with Cease.
Bryce, when you're asked about, other guys on defense that are doing well, the first four guys you mentioned were all defensive linemen.
Yep.
Was that a coincidence, and what should we expect? And I know what you see in front of you, so what we expect to see from those guys?
Man, I mentioned those guys first because I don't eat unless those guys eat. Those guys make everything happen for me. All of the tip plays, the rush balls coming out, all of the balls they make bounce out to the edge for me. Like those are the guys they're going to have a big breakout year. I feel like people are underestimating them this year. I feel like they don't really feel like they're the best defensive line in the SEC, but we know what we have. We know we got Shamar, Cash, you got Nick, and you have all of those type of guys come in. It's going to be hard for quarterbacks, I feel like, this year.
We'll go front row on the left side to Cease to wrap things up.
So opening with Notre Dame during summer, do you guys talk about that? Does that give you more of a spark? Does that matter, the fact you open with a big name, Notre Dame?
For sure. Like we know we know they know who they have to come and play. They know they have to come here. But we for sure know they have to come here. They know they're a top ranked team. But we just coming in, day out, putting our head down and going to work. Like we know when that time get here, we want to be ready by then. So we know we have to go through fall camp to get there. Like I feel like we want to be prepared. Yes, sir.